Canada. It's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. The Toronto Mounties taking on the Denver Broncos.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Toronto Mounties. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Play action, it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Lindsey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Down at the 41. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. DJ Moore, 34 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That time, a 6-play drive.
7. Broncos, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And, you know, listen, there's two ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
At the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mounties 7. Broncos nothing.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 52 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now he's forced out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, It's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on it.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, the area of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL, the high-powered offenses that you're facing, may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Broncos.
Now Newton on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and that'll bring up second down.
McCann on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
He's 21. Broncos 10.
So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
So we're at halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Broncos 10.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Guys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, it's Newton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They're going to look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. Brad Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
3-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the option, that's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. taken about 7 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Newton to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
A gain of 9.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cameron Jordan, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. Got Gordon open, completes it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he goes out right around the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Again, Newton. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
16 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Newton on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Cam Newton.
Have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Flush to him, and he's going to go down again.
Cam Newton sacked.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the ball will... go over on downs on the short side of the field. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Push him back. Push him back. You go tight. You got it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Past the 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
At their own 22-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They can't hang with us. Mike, 53. Get your 60 back, man. 60 back up.
Smith with a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Watch the pass. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there an incremental. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation.